How do you take the current talk about Peter Obi possibility of emerging the president?
Anyway, Peter Obi is my very good friend. We went to University of Nigeria and Suka together. He's a good man and he has a lot to deliver. But unfortunately, he missed it by leaving PDP and going to Labour. Labour is a good brand. Unfortunately, Labour has no structures. And parties win election based on structures. If you do not have structures, no matter how popular you are, the other party's agent cannot help you. Even when you understand, so you are supposed to have trusted hands in all the polling units in the country. Labour as a party does not even have structure in the state, not talk of local government wards and polling units. If you had the complaints of INEC during the Osun State election yesterday, said over 70% of the polling booths were not represented by Labour. They have nobody to represent them. Listen, Labour is supposed to be one of the strongest parties. But the Labour Union have abandoned Labour. All of them are doing PDP and APC. Because everybody tries to move towards where there is power. They are all complaining that their salaries are delayed. They have a vehicle that they all should come together and build and then compete. But everybody is doing what they honestly feels pays them. There have been 2 elections that have been done. Labour Party has not gotten 1,000 in any of the elections. And you are asking me why I'm laughing. How can I not laugh? You know, Labour is making all the noise. And they really have a chance if they do want to. They need to go back to basics and rebuild the party to be able to compete. Once they do that, they might not be successful in 2023. But they would have built a formidable thing that would be a third force. All this noise and abuses they are getting all over, you know, I just laugh. You know, politics is science. It has nothing to do with emotions. And it boils down to single 1 + 2 + 3 + 4. That's it. No matter whatever, you can scream from that to tomorrow. At the end of the day, one person must vote for you to reach 100. You saw the election in Osun, a sitting incumbent governor. He missed it and he paid dearly for it. It's a wake-up call for all the APC governors. I'm particularly very worried about my state. You see, because as far as everybody is concerned, the rewarding system of the party is very bad. People cannot struggle, work, and at the end of the when the benefit comes, all the people that have not done anything are the ones benefiting. It doesn't work like that. People who work must get benefits. You know, I don't know. I sincerely appeal. I mean, look at the Salah has just finished. It's the last one before election. Everybody across Ogun State is complaining that they were not properly treated. And this is going to go further to affect the perception of the people. And for the good, wonderful works of PNB, the election process has been improved such that rigging is almost impossible. So, if the people are not happy, if you like share 20,000 to them on election day, you cannot win the election. We just saw a typical example in Osun.
What's your view about the Osun result?
Well, the result is the wish of the people. Democracy is the majority of the people who vote for whom they believe is their best choice. But unfortunately, democracy itself is a system that is based on the premise that people make informed decisions. Unfortunately, no. People make decisions based on emotions. And at this time, because of the level of poverty, people are not able to make genuine informed. They first of all think of their stomach. So, and Adeleke promised them a lot of money, and the election have come and gone. We'll come back another 4 years and complete.
Did you see it coming?
Oh, I did. And we talked, we advised, we complained, but all our complaints is to the deaf ears. Yeah.
So what happened to the talk about the power of incumbency?
Power of incumbency is only good when you've done right to your people. Politics is not about conservative, being conservative. People are human beings that have needs. You have to be seen to be satisfied to a great extent their needs, and also providing the basic infrastructure that the government and security the government is supposed to do. It's a 360-degree kind of thing. You cannot do one side and expect that they will understand one side. I mean, look at today, during Salah, the cheapest reasonable ram was about 150,000, when the basic salary that they've not paid is about 30,000. How do people achieve it? There must be a stopgap someplace, which is supposed to come from government. And what did they do? They had their challenges, and the result has taken. They will have to go and lick their wounds for a long time.
What they read on their phones and all that is the gospel truth in terms of temperature.
Yeah, what social media does is controls your narratives. We could have done this thing online, on video, but would it be like the same thing sitting down here? That's the difference. If you are not on ground, you cannot take actions that requires ground action. Social media is strictly perception. Perception. Let their perception. They've used the perception of obedience. What did it get them in Ekiti? How many votes? They will do survey. And I said to people, I said, prior to 2019 election, social media perception for Sowore, he was winning everything. I mean, you were all here. When the election came, he had 37,000 votes. And I can tell you today, Peter Obi will not have 100,000 votes across Nigeria. Mark my words. He is not going to get it. Because winning election is built on the ground. You have to have trusted hands in all the 188,327 polling units in Nigeria. My brother, his work is not social media. You don't achieve that on the social media.
What's your reaction to Anajet Kuropaka's decision to still want to take over from Buhari, despite the fact that the sitting president is in Netherlands and he is also in Netherlands?
Is within his constitutional rights to contest at any time he chooses to. He has the right. What you should be asking is why did PDP give him this ticket? Why did PDP not zone it to the southeast that supported them all across? The leadership of the PDP have taken a decision based on their perception of that is their best candidate that can win election. You can't blame them about that. It's all about winning elections. I mean, he contested in 2019 and had over 12 million votes. You want to throw 12 million votes away? and go and carry somebody that the idea is to win elections. So it's within his constitutional right. Is, in my own opinion, the best candidate PDP can bring. But unfortunately, he's going to lose again.
Why?
Because we have a better candidate. At Tinubu Ahmed, Jagaban will go of the world.
Talking about winning elections, I was just wondering, the 14 million votes that the president had at that time, what's going to happen to it now that we're moving towards elections? Is it still intact?
Is it intact now? The president is going to deliver his vote for us in Northwest now. And it's obvious now. Listen, Southwest has always been the challenging part of Nigerian politically, because the gap of winning has not been so much, because everybody does what they believe in. You can't cow anybody in the Southwest to believe. Look at exactly what happened in Osun. Irrespective of whether you're sitting governor, people said, man, we don't want you again, and they voted him out. If you don't do well to the people's choice, they will vote you out. And the system of election has improved beyond what they were before. So the votes of the people count better now than it was 3 years ago. Now, we're hoping, we're banking that the president will deliver Northwest to APC. We're sure Kashif Shettima will deliver North Central to APC. Northeast to APC. We're hoping the national chairman will deliver North Central to APC. So, with those three, we already have majority of the votes. Southwest is just add maybe 100,000 votes or 200 for the victory. Then we'll get the prerequisite 25% in Southeast and South. Game over.
I've always wondered why in the Southwest, especially Yorubas, we don't have, usually don't have that unanimity in terms of views, in terms of positions.
We have to thank Awolowo for doing that. It opened our eyes to objectivity. My belief is my belief. You can't count me to what I don't believe in. In the same house of a family of 6, they can have 6 political parties inside and nobody, which is exactly what we're saying. The Southwest is not a place where you deter reasonability. You let everybody reason that according to his will. I can't tell my child to vote for what I believe in if he says he doesn't believe in it. There's nothing you can do. That's the way the Southwest has been, and we have to thank our Lord for that, because of our exposure and education. Free education opened a lot of things for people. So our views about things is different. Here, there are Christians, there are Muslims, there are Fulani, there's Hausa, there's Kaduri. Everybody is living as family. When they are doing their thing, they will bring for us. When we are doing our things, we bring for them. It's not. We don't worry about all those things that are not important.